hit that? I've been ready for this since like 9-5.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. The final game of the opening weekend of 2020. Time for football from Denver. Broncos and Titans. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7.
Let's go, D. Big Sears right here.
Lindsay on the toss left. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Push him back. Push him back. Check 3, check 3, check 3. 80 weapon. 80 weapon.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Locke. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 30-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10, right at the 30. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And the Titans.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Check 45. Check 45. Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Complete.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching it.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
And 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within.
No escape for Locke, and he'll go down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Shotgun snap to Locke. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Intended for Jerry Jeudy.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
For the Broncos.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Quickly completed to the right flat. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Was that a design pass or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On first down, it's Tannehill. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Got a man. It's the rookie, Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Locke now on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
Brendan McManus lining up.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Raymond on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one caught by Davis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
First down.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Draw play. This is Henry. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Complete to number 11.
A.J. Brown, 42 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Block working out of the gun. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind, going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That really sets him back, a loss of 6. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Darrington Evans, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Titans have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Score Titans 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield, here's Locke. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Lock. He'll go up top here for him. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Brandon McManus.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Pass intended for Jonnu Smith. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and
2nd and 10. Again, Tannehill. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
A.J. Boye on the coverage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Tannehill throwing again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. They still can, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Bradley Chubb able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, shame on them, Coach Davis. They went against your advice. They threw the football, and now they're backed up to punt this away.
They're actually fortunate. They went against my advice, but they didn't turn it over, right? No takeaway for the defense. They'll punt it now. They probably could have gained a few yards if they ran it, though, and helped out with field position.
Hamler now on the return. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
The 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Yeah. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, QB, come on. 61. Matchbox, light. Ready to go.
From the gun, Lock. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
So how many different ways can we say that Von Miller is an absolute nightmare to prepare for any offense? An absolute dominant force on the defensive side of the ball. Double-digit sacks in 7 of his 9 seasons in the NFL. And when he finished the 2019 season, 2nd in total sacks in NFL history among active players, behind only Terrell Suggs.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
First down.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. 20. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans are going to take the lead. It's up and good. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his third pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Brings up
second. I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Here's a throw to the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Locke. That's complete. It's Gordon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. Sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly. Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now a handoff to Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Blitz does come. Uncorks one for Davis. And got his man complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Henry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 21. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
1st down, Tennessee.
They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown.
84, Corey Davis.
Corey Davis there to make the grab. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. Fortunate to get that football back. Because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
He's crossing. He's checking cross.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Titans 34, Broncos 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
K.J. Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, Locke. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He'll drop to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Jarrell Casey bursting in to take him down.
Jarrell Casey plays this game with passion and aggression as well as great intelligence, and he's been awfully consistent as well. At least 5 sacks each year since 2013, 9 seasons previously in Tennessee, the last 5 as a Pro Bowl defensive tackle.
Complete to
a good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. From the gun, it's Locke. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. The 2nd-year man Locke to the rookie Judy for a Bronco 1st. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Locke again. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the Titans. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't